everyone. First of all, I will introduce myself and my groupmates. I am Abigail J. Awa and this is my groupmates. Miss Sarah May Rodelia, Miss Kayla Agustin, Miss Cherry May Fernandez, and Miss Rachel Gallio. And we will present the highlights of the summary from chapters 1 to 3, the teacher and the community, school culture, and organizational leadership. So, what is this course all about? This course focuses on society as a context upon which the school have been established. Educational philosophies that are related to the society as a foundation of schools and schooling shall be emphasized. Further, principles and theories on school culture and organizational leadership shall be included to prepare prospective teachers to become school leaders and managers.
Good morning, everyone, especially to our Professor Noel Guevara. I'm Cherry R. Fernandez, one of discussant of the social science theories of education. So today we'll be discussing the three social theories and their implications to education. Sociologists today employ three primary theoretical perspectives: the functionalist, the functionalist perspective, the conflict perspective, and the symbolic perspective. This perspective offers the sociologist's theoretical paradigms for explaining how society influences people and how people influence society. Each perspective uniquely conceptualizes society, social forces, and human behavior. So these are the three social theories. Number one is the structural functional theory. The second one is conflict theory. The third and the last is the symbolic interaction theory perspective. So let's move on to the first theory, which is the structural functional theory. So this theory sees society as a structure with interrelated parts. And these different parts are designed to meet the biological and social needs of an individual in a particular society. And another thing that we have to remember is that functionalism emphasizes the needs of these parts, the interrelated parts, to work together to attain stability and balance. So Herbert Spencer is the proponent of structural functionalism, to compare society to the human body with different but interrelated parts performing different functions. The body really has different parts, it has different organs, different systems, and these have unique function. But these organs or system must work hand to hand so that the body could perform or could function well. Of course, if one part of the body doesn't function the way it used to be, or let's say it fails to do its role, the entire body will be affected. So just a human body, as of many parts of society, has different but interrelated components. So when we are talking about the interrelated components of the society, these are the family, the state, the school, the church, mass media, and economics. Are all components of the society focuses on how education serves the need of society through the development of skill that would encourage social order and unity. Functionalism does not encourage people to take an active role in changing their social environment. It does not ask you to change the society, but to contribute in attaining stability. So these are all components of the society. And if one of these components does not function well, the entire society will never function well, or let's say there will be conflicts or chaos. So example, in raising a particular kid, they say it takes a village to raise a child. So if this child grow in a particular society, all these components must work and cooperate hand in hand. The home or the parents should make sure this child is being taught manners, values, morals, and etc. This should be strengthened by the teachers or a school and must be supported by the individuals in the society. So there are four purposes of schooling according to the functionalism. The first one is the intellectual purposes. So meaning the learners acquire cognitive skills, inquiry skills in the school. The learner acquire the basic knowledge and skill in that particular school necessary for him or her to survive in the particular society. So everything that makes this child informed, intellectually equipped, and knowledgeable not only about the subject matters but also about life. All those things must be done and given by the school. The second one is the political purposes of the school. The school is where the students are educated, good citizens of their country, educated, promote patriotism and nationalism, and they are taught on how to conform with the laws and the importance of conforming the laws. So those are the So those are the things that are being taught in the school to serve its political purposes. The third one is economic purposes, wherein according to the functional list, the student prepared for their future work roles in the society, and if it's where the school decide what would his or her job later on in the society. It is also in school where a person or student selected trained as a part of particular labor force in a certain society. So the last one is social purposes. The school has to make sure that it promotes sense of social and moral responsibility among the learners. The learners should be taught the importance of the family, the importance of parents, how to be a good son or daughter, and how to be a good follower of their certain God. And now let's move on to second theory, the conflict theory. So conflict theory was grow out of Karl Marx and Max Weber. So according to Marx, the ideas of base and superstructure, and the superstructure is that government, the family, the religion, education, and culture. According to Karl Marx, society's economic character form its way upon which rest the culture and social institution. The superstructure for Marx, it is the base economy that determine what a society will be like. And Max Weber suggested that religion sometimes encouraged social change. He pointed to the relationship between Protestantism and the rise of capitalism. Protestantism is a religion, our religious system of any of the churches of the Western Protestant that are separated from Roman Catholic Church. Capitalism is an economic system in which private individuals are business own their capital goods.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rachel Elgayo. Today, I will tackle about how proponent conflict theory regarding education. According to the conflict theory, education is not truly a social benefit and opportunity. Seen by functionists, rather education is powerful means for maintaining the power structure and creating force for education. The hidden curriculum socialize young people into obedience and conformity for them to be developed as docile workers. So let's proceed. Symbolic interaction of George Herbert Mead. George Herbert Mead was a constructionist. Need to believe that through thoughts to self and the rider community, we live are created through communication and symbolic interaction. The books that minds the critical human to develop without symbolic. The verbal and non-verbal responses that a listeners provide practice of how people, originals, really react. Believe that communicate using the gesture like facial expression and etc. The symbolic and interactionist perspective. Symbol interactionism looks individual and group, meaning meeting, focusing on human action instead of large-scale social interaction. Let us continue to teach for meaning. Let's promote and create opportunity and for genuine among our students, teachers, between students and teachers. Interaction does not only mean belief with warm body. Interaction including reading, listening, and viewing. Others people viewed and meaning are conveyed. What they have written, speeches and lecture they have delivered. Let us a positive symbols in form of gestures, words, actions, and appearance to express and trust. Believe our students' abilities on affirmation of their being. In fact, our belief in students.
Good day, I'm Sarah Merdilia. Today, I will discuss to you the school as a social institution. So, how is the school as a social institution? So, a school is a first and foremost in a social institution. It is established an organization that has identifiable structure, a set of functions for preserving and extending social order, and it is a primary function to move young people into the mainstream of society. Social institutions are an important part of elements in the structure of human societies. They provide a structure for behavior in a particular part of social life. And the five major social institutions in large society are family, school, religion, politics, and economics. Education in the largest sense is any act or experience that has a formative effect on the mind, character, physical ability of an individual. In this technical sense, education is the process by which society deliberately transmits its accumulated knowledge, its skills, and values from one generation to another. The role of school in society, this includes teaching, formal knowledge such as reading, writing, and arithmetic, as well as teaching other things such as moral values and ethics. Education is prepares young people for enter into society and is thus a form of socialization.
Good day everyone, I am Kyle Agustin and today I will be discussing school as an organization. School organization refers on how a school manages their resources of time, space, and personnel for maximum effect on students' learning. The school organizational plan addresses those issues that affect the school as a whole, such as a master schedule, the location of staff in different rooms, and the assignment of aides to teachers or team. So next, what are the principles of school organization? The first principle of school organization is that to protect their school values. The second principle of school organization is achievements of specific aims. So now let's move on to the elements of school organization. Number 1, raising the professional status of teachers. Number 2, reducing the partisan schools. Number 3, designing a 21st century curriculum. Number 4, promoting flexible learning arrangement focused on growth. And number 6, identifying and meeting the needs of children. So next, what are the challenges of school organization? Number 1, time management issues. Number 2, finding proper resources. Number 3, adapting class activities. Number 4, easy communication with parents. Number 5, problem with technological advancement. Number 6, problems with funding. Number 8, psychological issues. Number 9, leadership problems. And number 10, interference of government. So those are challenges that facing school organization. That's all. Thank you.
Educational leadership. So, what is educational leadership? Educational leadership is a collaborative process that unites the talents and forces of teachers, students, and parents. The goal of educational leadership is to improve the quality of education and the education system itself. And the primary purpose of educational leadership is to ensure academic success through process, material, and training improvements. This is mainly accomplished through collaboration with different individuals, such as educators, parents, students, public policymakers, and the public. From a business perspective, educational leadership is a form of academic management and quality control. Leadership is authority invested in a trusted person and thus qualifies as a kind of moral and transformational power over the organization. The leadership process is interpersonal and dynamic with the setting school academic goals, maximizing effects of instructional organization, protecting instructional time and programs, setting standards for achievements or setting tone for learning climate, and monitoring achievement levels evaluating programs. Instructional leader is expected to be familiar with all levels of instruction in the school. She or he is likened to a conductor who knows the qualities of each instrument in the orchestra. The instructional leader relies on collaborative planning with teachers, parents, internal and external stakeholders. She or he is focused on two domains: the curriculum management and staff development. And here ends our presentation. Thank you so much for listening. Again, we are the Group 3.